Chapter 1. The Ring on the Wrong Finger. I pushed the front door open quietly, suitcase still in my hand, grinning like an idiot because I caught an earlier flight to surprise Lena. "Lena?" I call softly. No answer. Then I hear her laugh. Her laugh. And his. I drop the suitcase by the stairs and walk toward the kitchen. The light is on. I stop at the doorway, half hidden by the frame. Lena is sitting on the counter, legs swinging. Marcus stands between them, his hands on her waist. And on her left hand, catching the light like a knife in my chest, is the diamond ring I spent 6 months saving for. The one I hid in her favorite book. The one I was going to give her next week on her birthday. "God, it looks even better on me than I thought," Lena says, turning her hand so the stone flashes. "Told you it would," Marcus answers, voice low. He kisses her knuckles, right over my ring. "You sure he's still in Chicago?" "Positive. He texted me 2 hours ago from the hotel. We have the whole night." My lungs forget how to work. Lena leans forward, wraps her arms around his neck. "I still can't believe we're really doing this. After everything." Marcus laughs. "You've wanted this since the funeral, baby. Don't pretend." "I didn't plan it," she whispers, but she's smiling. "It just happened." "Yeah, well, it's been happening for 14 months, Lena. Stop acting like it's new." 14 months. Clara's been dead for 24. I grip the doorframe so hard my nails dig into the wood. Lena slides off the counter, presses her whole body against him. "Once he's back, I'll tell him I need space. He'll cry, he'll beg, but he always gives me whatever I want. Then we'll be free." Marcus cups her face. "And the house? Half is already in my name, remember? Community property state. He'll sign whatever I put in front of him. He always does." "Poor bastard," Marcus says, smirking. "He really thinks you're still grieving your sister." "I am grieving," Lena says, fake sad voice. "I'm grieving the years I wasted on him." I feel the floor tilt under me. Marcus kisses her, deep and slow, fingers sliding under her shirt. "Come on. Bedroom. I want to take that ring off with my teeth later." Lena giggles. "Promise. Promise." I back away before the scream in my throat comes out. My shoes don't make a sound on the rug. I grab my suitcase, ease the front door open, and pull it shut without a click. The second I'm outside, I run. I throw the suitcase in the trunk, start the car, and peel out of the driveway. My hands shake so bad I almost hit the mailbox. I drive. No direction. Just away. At a red light 20 miles later, I finally let the sound out, raw, ugly, like an animal dying. I pound the steering wheel until my palms bleed. She chose him, I sobbed to the empty car. She chose her dead sister's husband. And she's been laughing about me for over a year. The light turns green. I don't move. Horns blare behind me. I wipe my face with my sleeve, pull over, and cry until my ribs hurt and my voice is gone. When there's nothing left, I stare at the dark road ahead and whisper the only thing I know for sure. This isn't over. Chapter 2. The Funeral I Never Got Over. I stood in the rain that day, holding the black umbrella over Lena while she screamed at the coffin. "Why did you leave me?" she kept shouting, voice cracking. "Clara, why?" Marcus was on his knees in the mud, face in his hands, not making a sound. I reached for Lena's shoulders. "Lena, come on. You're gonna get sick." She spun around and slapped my chest. "Don't touch me. You don't get it. She was my sister." I let her hit me until her hands went limp. Then she collapsed against me, sobbing so hard her whole body shook. "I've got you," I whispered. "I'm here." That night she slept in my bed, curled into a ball, still wearing the black dress. I sat in the chair across the room, watching her cry herself to sleep. The next morning Marcus called. "I can't go back to that house," he said, voice hoarse. "Everything smells like her." "Stay with us," I answered without thinking. "Both of you. As long as you need." "You sure?" he asked. "I'm sure." 2 days later their suitcases were in my hallway. Lena hugged me at the door. "You're saving us, Ethan. I don't know what we'd do without you." I rubbed her back. "Your family." Marcus shook my hand hard. I owe you, bro. Big time. A week after the funeral, the bill came. $12,000. I paid half without saying a word. Lena found the receipt. Ethan, you didn't have to. I wanted to, I said. Clara deserved the best. She started crying again and kissed my cheek. I love you. 3 months later, Marcus still wasn't working. I can't focus, he told me over beer. Every time I try, I see her face. I nodded. Come work with me. Sales position. Good money, flexible hours. His eyes lit up. You serious? Start Monday. He hugged me so tight my ribs hurt. You're a fucking saint, man. That night Lena crawled into my lap on the couch. You gave him a job? She whispered. Yeah. She kissed me slow. Marry me someday? I laughed. Thought you'd never ask. She smiled for the first time since the crash. 6 months in, they were still living with me. I'll move out soon, Marcus kept saying. No rush, I always answered. Lena would squeeze my hand under the table and mouth thank you. 1 year later, I proposed on the same cliff where we'd scattered Clara's ashes. Lena said yes through tears. Marcus clapped me on the back. Welcome to the family for real, brother. I believed him. I believed both of them. Every night Lena fell asleep with her head on my chest, whispering, You healed us. Every morning Marcus brought me coffee at the office, saying, Couldn't do this without you, man. I thought I was the luckiest guy alive. Now, sitting in my car outside the house that used to be ours, I laugh until it hurts. I wasn't their family. I was the spare wallet. The safe choice. The fool who paid for everything while they waited for the mourning period to look decent. I wipe my face and stare at the dark windows. I gave them 2 years of my life, my money, my home, my heart. And the second they thought no one was watching, Lena slid Clara's ring off Marcus's finger and put it on her own. Family. I start the engine. Family is over. Chapter 3. The day I stopped being nice. I walked into the kitchen 2 weeks later like nothing had happened. Morning, babe, I said, kissing Lena's cheek. She smiled too wide. You're up early. Couldn't sleep, I lied. Thought I'd make pancakes. Marcus sat at the table scrolling his phone. He didn't even look up. Smells good, man. I wanted to smash the pan into his face. That night I sat in my car outside the house and went through Lena's second phone, the one she thought I didn't know about. Message after message. Lena, can't wait to wear the ring for real this time. Marcus, soon as he signs the new will, we're free. My hands shook so hard I almost dropped the phone. The next day I called Ryan. Meet me at the bar. He slid into the booth 10 minutes later. You look like death. They're stealing everything, I whispered. House, company, the life insurance I put in her name. All of it. Ryan slammed his fist on the table. Call them out. Tonight. Post the screenshots. Burn it all down. I will, I said. But not yet. I want them to think they've already won. He stared at me. You're scaring me, bro. Good. I spent the week smiling at breakfast, kissing Lena goodnight, clapping Marcus on the back when he talked about our future. Inside I was ice. I transferred every dollar I could into new accounts. I hired a lawyer neither of them knew. I changed the locks while they were at couples yoga. When Lena came home and couldn't get her key to work, I opened the door sweet as sugar. Sorry, babe, landlord said the old ones were faulty. Here's your new set. She kissed my cheek. You're the best. I almost threw up. Friday night I handed in my resignation. My partner, Greg, called me immediately. You built this company. You can't just walk. Family emergency, I said. Sell my shares to the employees. Not 1 cent to Marcus. He went quiet. This about Lena? Yeah, I said. It's about Lena. Saturday morning I sat alone in my new apartment. Cash purchase, no paper trail, and scrolled through social media. That's when I saw the article. Victoria Holt, beauty influencer with 10 million followers, moves back home after bitter breakup overseas. There was a picture of her in sunglasses, red lipstick sharp enough to cut glass. I remembered high school, Lena spreading rumors that Victoria slept with teachers, Marcus dumping her for Clara the second. Clara smiled at him. Victoria had every reason to hate them both. I opened Instagram and typed before I could talk myself out of it. Mika, it's Ethan from senior year. You free for coffee tomorrow? I have a business proposition you're going to love. She typed back in less than a minute. Victoria, Ethan who used to date the devil's little sister? Me, that's the one. Victoria, noon. That fancy place on 5th. Wear something cute. Me, it's not that kind of proposition. Victoria, shame. See you tomorrow, handsome. I closed the phone and looked out the window. For the first time in 2 weeks, I smiled. A real one, sharp and cold. The game was about to change. Chapter 4. The Fake Proposal. I sat in my car outside the cafe, thumbs hovering over the keyboard. My message to Victoria was already typed. Me, I know this is insane, but I need your help to destroy Lena and Marcus. Fake date me. Fake engage me. Make it huge. I know you hate them as much as I do right now. The 3 dots appeared instantly. Victoria, give me 10 minutes. I'm already smiling. 8 minutes later she walked in wearing sunglasses and red lipstick sharp enough to cut glass. She slid into the seat across from me. You look like hell, she said. Thanks. You look like revenge. She laughed once, short and bright. So, what exactly are we doing? I leaned in. We become the happiest, most in-love couple this city has ever seen. Starting tonight. Photos, stories, rings, the whole thing. I want Lena to choke on it. Victoria tapped her nails on the table. And what do I get? Satisfaction. And I'll owe you forever. She tilted her head. I want more than that. I want them humiliated in public. I want Lena to cry on camera. Done. She stuck out her hand. Then hello, fiancé. I shook it. Her grip was ice cold and perfect. Rules, she said, pulling out her phone. 1, we sell it completely. No half measures. 2, we don't sleep together, this stays clean. 3, when it's over, we end it quietly and stay friends. Agreed. Agreed. But now smile like you're stupid in love with me. She raised her phone, leaned across the table, and kissed my cheek while the camera clicked. My heart actually jumped. Post it, she ordered. I captioned it. Found the woman who makes every day feel like the first day. Red heart ring. Within 30 seconds the likes exploded. Victoria scrolled, grinning. Watch this. She posted her own photo, our hands intertwined, my thumb brushing her knuckles. Caption, he asked. I said yes before he finished the sentence. Comments flooded in. Lena's name popped up in my notifications immediately. Lena, call me. Lena, this isn't funny. Lena, answer your phone. I turned the screen toward Victoria. She smirked. She's sweating already. Perfect. Another message from Lena, voice note this time. I played it on speaker. Baby please. Whatever this is, stop it. We need to talk. I love you. Only you. Victoria rolled her eyes so hard I thought they'd fall out. Give me your phone, she said. I handed it over. She opened the camera, draped herself over my shoulder, and recorded a 10-second clip of us laughing while I kissed her temple. She sent it straight to Lena with no caption. My phone started ringing, Lena's name flashing. Victoria hit decline, then turned my phone off completely. Let her stew, she said. Now let's go buy a ring that costs more than her car. My followers need to see it. You're terrifying. You have no idea. We walked out of the cafe holding hands. Cameras from strangers' phones followed us the whole way. For the first time in weeks, I didn't feel like the idiot who got cheated on. I felt like the guy about to burn the whole world down, and Victoria was happily holding the match. Chapter 5. Playing the perfect couple. I heard the front door click shut behind her. Victoria stood in my hallway with 2 suitcases and a smirk. Relax, roomie, she said, kicking off her heels. I come in peace. And with groceries. I raised an eyebrow. You didn't have to move in today. Please. The internet thinks we're soulmates who can't keep our hands off each other. Soulmates share a closet. She dragged one suitcase toward the stairs. Which room is mine? Guest room on the left. She stopped halfway up. Guest room? Baby, we're supposed to be sleeping together by now. Pick a new lie or move my stuff into yours. I sighed and took the heavier bag from her. Fine. Master bedroom. But I sleep on the couch. She laughed. We'll see. That night we sat on the living room floor surrounded by ring lights and my phone on a tripod. Ready? She asked. Born ready to fake it. She leaned into me, shoulder against mine. Smile like you're stupid in love. I forced a grin. She snapped 10 pictures in a row. Kiss my cheek, she ordered. I did. The camera flash went off. My heart did something weird things. Again, but look at me this time. I turned. She was closer than I expected. Her eyes were green and sharp, and suddenly I forgot this was pretend. Ethan, she whispered, you're shaking. I'm fine. You're not. She put the phone down. Talk to me. I rubbed my face. I keep thinking about the date. They just announced it. June 15th. Victoria went still. That was your date with Lena. Yeah. Same venue, same flowers, same damn cake flavor. They didn't even bother changing anything. She was quiet for a second, then, that's not a wedding announcement. That's a middle finger. I laughed, but it came out broken. Exactly. Victoria stood up, walked to the kitchen, and came back with 2 beers. She handed me one and sat cross-legged in front of me. Drink. Then we're going to post something that makes them choke on their own cake sample. I took a long sip. What do you have in mind? She grinned like the devil. Breakfast in bed photos tomorrow. You shirtless, me in your t-shirt, feeding you strawberries. Caption, counting down the days to forever. They'll lose their minds. I almost smiled. You're evil. Only on weekends. She tilted her head. You haven't eaten today, have you? I'm not hungry. Liar. She disappeared again and came back 20 minutes later with pasta carbonara that smelled like heaven. Eat, she said, putting the plate in my lap. I'm not a child. Then stop acting like one who got his toy stolen. She sat beside me and twirled pasta onto her fork. Open. I opened. She fed me a bite. It was ridiculously good. See, she said. Still alive. We ate in silence until the plate was empty. Then she took it away, came back, and curled up next to me on the couch. For the first time in weeks, I didn't feel like the house was a graveyard. Tell me something real, she said softly. Like what? When did you know you were in love with Lena? I stared at the ceiling. The night Clara died. Lena fell apart in my arms and I promised I'd never let her break again. I think I mistook fixing her for loving her. Victoria rested her head on my shoulder. And now I'm not sure I ever knew what love felt like. She was quiet for a long time. Then, you'll know when it doesn't hurt to breathe around the person. I looked down at her. She was looking up at me. My voice came out rough. You trying to tell me something, Holt? She smiled, small and real. Just saying. Keep your heart open. Revenge is fun, but living well is better. I didn't answer. I couldn't. Because right then, with her head on my shoulder and the house not feeling empty, something inside me shifted. And I was terrified it wasn't fake anymore. Chapter 6, The Engagement Party from Hell. The ballroom lights were too bright, the champagne too sweet, and my smile hurt my face. Victoria squeezed my hand as we stood at the top of the stairs. Ready, babe, she whispered, loud enough for the photographer to catch it. Born ready, I said, and we walked down together into the chaos we'd paid for. Everyone clapped. Phones came out. I spotted Lena and Marcus the second we hit the bottom step. She was in a too-tight black dress, eyes already red. He had a whiskey in his hand before the waiter even reached him. Victoria leaned into me. They look like they swallowed glass. Good, I muttered. Ryan appeared with 2 flutes. To the happiest couple in the room, he toasted, winking. May your exes choke on envy. We clinked. Lena watched every second. She marched over 5 minutes later, Marcus trailing behind like a drunk shadow. Congratulations, she said, voice shaking. This is fast. I smiled the coldest smile I owned. When you know, you know. Marcus snorted. Yeah, real romantic. How long you two been planning this? A week. Victoria laughed, bright and sharp. Actually, the second I heard you two were stealing wedding dates, I told him, let's beat them to the altar. He said yes before I finished the sentence. Lena's mouth opened, closed. You're lying. Am I? Victoria lifted her left hand. The diamond caught every light in the room. Funny. My fiancé never hesitated. Marcus stepped closer, breath sour. You think you're hot shit now, huh? I didn't move. I think I'm happy. You should try it sometime. Someone gasped. Phones turned toward us. Lena grabbed my sleeve. Can we talk? Alone. No, I said. Please. 5 minutes. Victoria slid between us. He said no. Maybe try respecting boundaries for once. Marcus laughed too loud. Oh, that's rich coming from the girl who... Victoria cut him off. Finish that sentence, Marcus. I dare you. He didn't. The DJ switched. Slow song. Couples moved to the floor. Victoria tugged me close. Dance with your fiancé. We swayed in the middle of everyone. I could feel Lena staring holes into my back. Halfway through the song, Victoria turned us so we faced them directly. Then, without warning, she cupped my face and kissed me, slow, deep, the kind that makes people look away and still can't. When she pulled back, she didn't whisper. She announced it. I can't wait to be Mrs. Holt, she said, voice carrying over the music. I can't wait to spend every single day making him happier than anyone ever has. Applause erupted. Someone wolf whistled. Lena made this sound, like a wounded animal, and ran toward the bathroom. Marcus slammed his glass on a table and stormed after her. He came back 2 minutes later, face purple, and headed straight for me. You smug bastard, he swung. I stepped aside. He stumbled, crashed into a waiter, champagne towers fell like dominoes. Glass everywhere. People screamed. Security grabbed him. Get your hands off me, he roared. He stole my life. I looked him dead in the eye. No. You threw it away. I just picked up the pieces. They dragged him out. Lena appeared in the doorway, mascara rivers down her cheeks, watching him go. Victoria threaded her fingers through mine and lifted our hands for everyone to see. Show's over, beautiful people, she called. Let's get back to celebrating real love. The music restarted louder. Someone started chanting my name. Then Victoria's. Then both together. I looked at the mess on the floor, at Lena standing alone in her ruined dress, at Marcus's empty whiskey glass rolling under a chair. And for the first time in months, I laughed, loud, real, and free. The internet had the videos up before we even cut the cake. By morning, #CarmEngagement was trending. I didn't sleep. I just kept replaying Victoria's words in my head. Mrs. Holt. Yeah. I could get used to that. Chapter 7. The truth comes out. I sat on the couch with my phone in one hand and a glass of whiskey in the other. Victoria was next to me, legs tucked under her, watching the screen like it was Christmas morning. Ready? I asked. She grinned. Hit send, baby. I pressed upload. 10 seconds later, the first post went live. Screenshots of Lena's secret account calling me, the walking ATM, the hotel receipts, the voice note where she laughed, actually laughed, and said, he still thinks I'm crying over Clara. Men are so stupid. My fingers shook, but I kept posting. Bank transfers. Marcus made from my company account straight to Lena's business. Photos of them kissing in my bed. Everything. Victoria leaned over and kissed my cheek. How does it feel? Like I just pulled the pin on a grenade, I said. My phone started exploding. Ryan, holy shit dude. Mom, call me right now. Unknown number, you're disgusting from Lena's best friend, probably. Lena, we need to talk. Please. I ignored them all. By morning the city was on fire. My notifications wouldn't stop. I opened Instagram. Lena's makeup brand had lost 30,000 followers overnight. Comments like, grifter, and homewrecker, everywhere. Marcus's boss tagged him in a story, effective immediately, your services are no longer required. Victoria showed me her phone. The venue just canceled their wedding. Look, Sure enough, the country club posted, "Due to unforeseen circumstances, the Marcus and Lena event has been cancelled. We do not condone dishonesty." I laughed for the first time in days. It hurt my throat. Then the doorbell rang. Victoria raised an eyebrow. "Want me to get it?" "No," I said. "I need to see this." I opened the door and there was Lena. Mascara streaked down her face, hair a mess, wearing the same hoodie she stole from me last year. "Baby," she choked out. "Please let me explain." "There's nothing to explain," I said. My voice was ice. "It wasn't what you think. Marcus, he forced me." "Stop." I stepped forward. I heard the voice note, "Lena. You said I was easy. You said you deserved everything Clara had, including her husband." Her mouth opened and closed like a fish. "I loved you," I said. "I paid for your sister's funeral. I gave Marcus a job when he had nothing. And you two laughed behind my back for 2 years." Tears fell faster. "I was lost after Clara died. I didn't mean." "You meant every word." I pulled my phone out, hit play on the loudest voice note, and held it up. Her own voice filled the hallway. "Once we're married, he'll never know how long this has been going on. He's so busy working, he doesn't even notice I'm gone half the night." Lena lunged for the phone. I pulled it back. "Get off my porch," I said. "I have nowhere to go," she sobbed. "Marcus left me. Everyone hates me. Not my problem. I'm sorry." She fell to her knees. Actually fell. "I love you, I always loved you more, I swear." "You loved my wallet more," I said. "Goodbye, Lena." I stepped back and closed the door. Locked it. Deadbolted it. On the other side she screamed my name, banged, begged. I walked away. Victoria was standing in the living room, arms open. I crashed into her. My whole body started shaking. Rage, relief, pain, all of it at once. "She's gone," Victoria whispered, stroking my hair. "It's over." She said she loved me more. I laughed, bitter. "After everything." "She never loved anyone more than herself," Victoria said. "You know that now." I buried my face in her neck. "I'm free." "Yeah," she said softly. "You are." Outside, Lena was still crying. Inside, Victoria held me tight, and for the first time in years, I could breathe. Chapter 8. When Fake Becomes Real. I pour the last of the red wine into her glass and drop onto the couch beside her. The house is quiet for once. No cameras, no posts, no Lena drama. Just us. Victoria kicks her shoes off and curls her legs under her. "So," she says, swirling the wine, "tomorrow we're supposed to stage the big breakup fight, right?" You yell, I cry, I storm out with a suitcase. The internet eats it up. Plan complete. "Yeah," I mutter. "Plan complete." She watches me over the rim of her glass. "You don't sound excited." I shrug. "Doesn't feel like winning." She sets the glass down and turns to face me. "Talk to me, Ethan." I stare at the floor. I thought when they finally crashed and burned I'd feel bigger. Instead I just feel tired. And guilty. And I stop. "And what?" she asks softly. "And scared," I admit. My voice cracks. "Scared that tomorrow you really walk out that door and I never see you again." The silence stretches so long I think she's going to laugh it off. But she doesn't. "Ethan." She takes my hand. I look up. Her eyes are shining. I stopped pretending 3 weeks ago. My heart slams against my ribs. "What? That night you had the nightmare about Clara's funeral? You were shaking in your sleep, calling Lena's name like she could still save you. I climbed into your bed and held you until you calmed down. That wasn't for the cameras. There were no cameras." I swallow hard. "You never told me you got in bed with me." "You needed someone," she whispers. "And I wanted to be that someone." I shake my head trying to clear it. But the whole thing was fake. The contract. Screw the contract. She scoots closer. "Tell me you don't feel it too. Tell me when we kiss for the photos it still feels like acting." I open my mouth. Nothing comes out. She cups my face. "Say something." "I'm terrified," I say, voice rough. Because every time you laugh at my stupid jokes, every time you burn toast and blame the toaster, every time you fall asleep on my shoulder during movie night, I fall a little more. And I don't know how to stop. Then don't stop, she says. I lean in and kiss her. No audience, no phone, no revenge. Just her. She tastes like wine and truth. Her hands slide into my hair and she kisses me back like she's been waiting months to do it for real. When we break apart, we're both breathing hard. I love you, I blurt out. Not the fake version. The real, messy, scared shitless version. She laughs through sudden tears. I love you too, you idiot. I have for weeks. I was just waiting for you to catch up. I slide off the couch, drop to one knee right there on the living room rug. She gasps. I sold the old ring, I say, pulling a small black box from my pocket. Bought this one yesterday. No photographers. No plan. Just me asking the woman I love if she'll marry me for real this time. I open the box. The diamond catches the lamplight. Victoria's hands fly to her mouth. Tears spill over. Victoria Holt, I say, voice shaking, will you marry me? Not to hurt them. Just to love me? She nods before I even finish. Yes. God, yes. I slip the ring on her finger. It fits perfectly. She tackles me backward onto the rug, kissing me through happy sobs. We're so stupid, she laughs against my mouth. The stupidest, I agree, holding her tight. She pulls back just enough to grin down at me. So tomorrow, instead of breaking up, we post the truth? Tomorrow, I say, brushing her tears away, we tell the whole world I got the girl. The right one this time. She kisses me again, slow and deep, and for the first time in years the ache in my chest feels like it's finally healing. Chapter 9. Their wedding day, my peace. The plane door opens and the Italian sun hits my face like forgiveness I never asked for. Victoria squeezes my hand as we step onto the tarmac in Naples. You sure you don't want to check your phone one last time? She asks, smirking. I pull it out, turn it on airplane mode forever, and slide it back into my pocket. I'm sure as hell do not. She laughs, loud and free, and kisses me right there on the runway. 2 hours later we're on the Amalfi Coast. Only 12 guests. Ryan is already drunk on limoncello, yelling, finally, bro, you married up. Victoria spins in her simple white dress, the wind catching it like wings. Say it again, she tells me. I pull her close. You're my wife. For real this time. She grins against my mouth. Damn right. The ceremony is short. I don't even remember the vows, I just remember staring at her eyes and thinking, this is what choosing me looks like. After the I do's, Ryan shoves his phone in my face. You gotta see this, man. It's live. I glance. Some gossip site is streaming Lena and Marcus's wedding. A soggy backyard, folding chairs, 10 people looking miserable under a cheap arch. Lena's dress is the one she bought for our wedding. Marcus forgot to shave. The comments are brutal. Widow's sister stealing the husband? Classy. That's the guy who got fired for embezzling? Zoom in, she's crying and it's not happy tears. Victoria peeks over my shoulder. You did this? Tipped 2 paparazzi. Gave them the address. That's all. She whistles. Cold. I love you. On the screen, Lena notices the cameras. She screams at Marcus, you said no one would know. Marcus tries to block the lens. Baby, calm down. Don't baby me. Everyone hates us because of you. A guest mutters loud enough for the mic, I only came for the free food. Lena throws her bouquet at Marcus's head. It bounces off and lands in the mud. The live stream chat explodes with laughing emojis. Ryan zooms in. Bro, she's taking off the ring. Sure enough, Lena yanks the wedding band off and hurls it into the bushes. I never should have left him, she shrieks. He actually loved me. Marcus grabs her arm. You begged me to leave Clara's grave for you. The mic catches everything. The 10 guests start leaving. Someone's dog starts humping the cake. Victoria turns the phone off. Enough. Today is ours. She drags me away from the group, up the little path to the cliff where the sea crashes below. Just us now. The sun is setting red and orange, bleeding into the ocean. I wrap my arms around her from behind. I thought I'd feel happy watching them crash. You don't. I think about it. I feel nothing. Like I already buried that version of me. She turns in my arms, places my hand on her stomach. Still flat, but we know what's coming. This is the only future I care about, she says. I lean my forehead against hers. Say it one more time. I choose you, Ethan. I will always choose you first. The wind carries the words out over the water, and for the first time in years, I breathe without something stuck in my chest. Behind us, our friends cheer as the music starts. Ahead of us, the sea keeps moving, washing everything clean. I kiss my wife, slow and deep, and finally let the past sink. Chapter 10. 1 year later, karma is patient. My phone buzzes on the kitchen counter while I'm making coffee. I glance at the screen. Lena, please, just 5 minutes. I'm outside your building. I have nowhere else to go. I don't answer. I screenshot it, send it to the group chat with Ryan and type. Me, still thinks I'm the backup plan. Ryan, block her already. Me, soon. Watching her drown is the last part of the therapy. Victoria walks in, belly round under my old t-shirt, and kisses my cheek. Who's texting this early? Your favorite ex-almost sister-in-law. She snorts. Let me guess. It was a mistake. I miss you. You're the only one who ever understood me? Word for word. Victoria steals my coffee. You're evil. I love you. Another buzz. Marcus this time. Marcus, bro, I know I fucked up. I'm about to lose the apartment. Can you spot me 10 grand? I'll pay you back, swear on Clara. I laugh out loud. Victoria raises an eyebrow. I show her the message. She reads it, then presses the block button for me. There, she says. 10 grand he'll never get. Merry Christmas. We drive to the cemetery that afternoon. The air is cold, the sky gray. Victoria waits in the warm car with her feet on the dashboard. She knows I need this alone. I kneel at Clara's grave. The stone still looks new, even after 3 years. I set down white roses. Hey Clara, I whisper. I brought someone better this time. The wind moves the flowers. I swear it feels like an answer. I was so angry at you for a while, I say. Thought you'd want me to save them. But you wouldn't. You always hated when people used your name to hurt others. My voice cracks. I stopped letting them use you. I stopped letting them use me. I touch the cold stone. I'm happy now. Really happy. Victoria chose me first, every single day. We're having a girl. We're naming her Clara, if that's okay with you. I stand up. My knees don't shake anymore. Walking back to the car, I feel the last chain snap. Victoria rolls the window down. You good, husband? Never better, wife. I slide into the driver's seat, kiss her slow and deep, hand resting on the tiny life between us. My phone is silent now. Some messages you just leave on read forever. And for the first time in years, I drive away lighter than the air.